Eddie Hearn is clearly pissed at Sky Sports and obviously doesn't want Sky Sports to do well, even though he may say, yeah, I want Sky to do well, I want Sky, all the best to Sky, I want Sky to do well. Like, clearly you don't, mate. Like, why would you want your competitor to do well? Like, I'm not going in on Eddie Hearn for wanting Sky to do bad. Like, that's just normal. It's like Coke saying, I want Pepsi to do well. It's just normal. You want your competition to be shit. It is making Eddie Hearn's job a little bit harder in terms of getting fighters when there's another competitor. Before, there was only pretty much Frank Warren and BT Sport. But now, since he's joined the zone, there's Sky Sports and Saulan Brothers, you could say, because they're kind of with Sky Sports now. So whenever Eddie Hearn's trying to sign a UK fighter, there's Sky and BT fighting with them, whereas before there was only BT. Like right now, as you can see, like Savannah Marshall, Josh Kelly, Chris Eubank, Hugh Fury, they've all signed with Sky Sports just recently. So just now, Sky Sports have signed, after a couple months of life without Eddie Hearn, Sky Sports have signed some decent names in just a couple months. So as Sky gets bigger in terms of, I know Sky is big, but in terms of like their as their stable gets bigger, it'll be a lot easier for Sky to attract fighters, because Eddie Hearn is a big name. Eddie Hearn was the pool. Obviously, Sky's a big pool, but Eddie Hearn was one of the pools as well that made a lot of fighters join Sky. But now that Eddie Hearn's with the zone, and in truth, a lot of fighters are thinking that, bruh, Eddie Hearn's got a lot of fighters. Like, I want to be the main guy. Like, Josh Kelly right now will be the main guy. Savannah Marshall will be the main girl. Like, whereas before, Josh Kelly would have been on undercards. But now, Josh Kelly will be main eventing. He'll be having bum fights, tune-up fights. Whereas with Eddie Hearn, Eddie Hearn wanted to go the Dana White UFC route, where he makes tough fights for his fighters. Like, he made Josh Kelly have a tough fight, Josh Warrington tough fight, Boatsi tough fight, Okoli's fighting for world titles, like Anthony Fowler's fighting Liam Smith. Whereas Sky, I think, will go more the traditional route where they build fighters, which I kind of like, because I feel like getting fighters beat so early. Like, I feel like Josh Kelly, maybe he was never good enough, but I feel like him having a couple more fights would have only helped. He just wasn't ready for David Avanesian. So maybe that's another way, another thing that fighters will think, that maybe Eddie Hearn's just trying to make big fights now. He's not, apart from Conor, if you think about it, apart from Conor Benn, every other fighter, he's pretty much matched tough. So yeah, now there's more competition for Eddie Hearn at the zone. I feel like Eddie Hearn is starting to realize this a lot harder than he expected, because he may have thought or may have expected Sky to pull out of doing boxing and therefore just be in complete control. But the zone's kind of be dead, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, apart from the first three fight camp shows, what other fights have there been? Like the Josh Warrington fight, and that's pretty much it. Like, when is the next fight night for the zone in terms of in the UK? Because the Joshua Usyk fight is on Sky. I think the next one is, I might be wrong, but I think the next one is Liam Smith, Anthony Fowler. So I might generally cancel my DAZN subscription, because there's literally no good shows coming up on the zone in terms of the UK market. Because even in America, you got these fucking clowns like Andrade, Devin Haney fighting complete bums. Like, I don't want to, at 5 a.m. Like, I don't want to see that. I want to see these UK fights, and £8 is kind of going up. It's not really worth it, is it, if you think about it? Eddie Hearn isn't pretty much ruling out pay-per-view being in the zone. So I feel like when they signed Anthony Joshua, I feel like they might do pay-per-view shows. So in terms of that, that's gonna be another thing. But I guess we'll talk about that when that time comes. I guess the only positive is that Dylan White will be on free, because Dylan White Otto Wallin would have been pay-per-view 100%. So I guess we get that on a, well, it's not really free because I'm paying £8 for it. So we'll just have to wait and see how it goes. But so far, I'm not really that impressed, to be honest. And Eddie Hearn keeps saying, yeah, it's better than other things. Yeah, it's true, but Eddie Hearn's got high expectations. I've got high expectations. A channel like The Zone, where I'm pretty much only getting boxing, I want more. Like, I've got BT Sport on Sky, but that's mainly for football. Like, I would have cancelled my subscription for BT and Sky if I got it for the boxing, because the boxing's pretty much dead. Whereas The Zone is only boxing, so the boxing has to be good enough. So yeah, like, comment down below your lot's thoughts. Subscribe for more bollocks and peace.